the names of all these dramas, they are quite, they are quite interesting that they will keep you blushing, trust me. For those that want, the explicit scenes, the 18 plus one, this is the one that even when like people were waiting for this one for a very long time, and when it came, they delivered back those. Even Mr. Sometimes I was always close by, is this what he portrayed in this drama? Guys, oh my days, with the topic I'm going to be discussing today, I'm feeling very lonely at the top. So I had to start with, the almighty Ashake lonely at the top. Today is going to be something I never planned to do, or I've always thought of, doing this, but I decided, I beg, F it, let's just do this. I don't know if I'm going to be ruffling some feathers or if some people will agree with me, but I beg, a girl has got to do what she has to do. But anyways, first, let me introduce myself, right? So, if you're new to this channel, my name is Magri, but my first name is Peace. At least that is what most people know me as. But Magri is my middle name, hence the name of this channel. So, if you're new, you're very much welcome to this channel. If you've been here for some time now, welcome back. Like your girl is full of energy every day, every time. So the first time I traveled, I went to Korea, like one of my trips abroad. I went to Korea, and Korea was so fun. But you know what made me decide to go on that trip in the first place? K-dramas. Yes, I know so many Nigerians love K-drama now. Like starting with Gujunpyo and Boys Before Flowers and all that. But when you talk about Korea and K-pop and everything, I am one of the first ones that you can say, okay, we started this, and it's usually by chance. So just like how I stumbled upon Korea and K-drama by chance, that was the same way I stumbled upon Thai BL by chance. Now that I'm saying this, I'm feeling very shy, and I feel like I'm doing something bad. Especially being in Nigeria, and I feel like I'm doing something bad by watching Thai BL. But basically, Thai BL still carried me to Thailand last year. So that is how adventurous I've been with like my dramas and these countries that I've been visiting. But what we are going to be discussing today is how Thai BL has got me blushing.
Those ones who sympathize with homosexuals are likely to support them openly, which means they are even likely to do what? To become homosexuals, because why do you support something you don't believe in?
Hold up, something ain't right.
Every episode of Thai BL that I watch, I find myself blushing. Like this is so I'm feeling so shy talking about this because it's not something that you find very should I say as a form of discussion in the Nigerian scene, especially being like a very religious country where everybody holds their morals there when it comes to anything concerning not your conventional method of relationship. And that then translates to like the way people in the LGBTQ community are treated here in Nigeria, or even the topic in general is seen as a taboo. So me being a Thai BL fan girl that is fanning over Thai BL is something that I've been finding very hard to talk about, but today I decided to talk about it. So basically, I'm the Nigerian that is, I'm coming out as the first Thai BL fan that is very happy coming out, because these movies or these dramas have been giving me consolation for quite some time. And especially, like during lockdown, that was when Thai BL became very popular and everybody started loving it. I think that was the same period for me too, when I, stumbled and fell face flat into the Thai BL world, and it has been quite an interesting journey. So now, like I said, Nigerians are very religious people, so you would not really see any Nigerian talking about Thai BL, or even the topic of it might even seem like a taboo. But yes, I am that girl. So today I decided to talk about Thai BL. But one topic that I feel like even within the Thai BL community is like something that is now quite interesting to see is the relationship. Because Thai BL now became very popular, you now see that Korea started doing BL as well. That was quite an interesting thing for me. But Korea, anything they decide to do, they do it past the person that ever started it in the first place. So you now see like, you know, Thai BL competing with Korean BL. The only thing is that, you know, the country Korea is just, you know, the same somewhat like Nigeria, where, you know, morals are held high, like, you know, anything seen in the LGBTQ community is seen like a taboo, and, you know, people don't really want to talk about it. So you still see that Korea is creeping, you know, like stepping their foot one foot at a time, like into the BL world. But, you know, Thailand, they are all about it. Even when I went to Thailand, you know, last year, and, you know, seeing the way that people were so open about these things, they even want them to feel free. You even find that some people you see in the stores, or the people you just interact with, you know, they are in one form or the other in the LGBTQ community. It was quite an interesting scene, but that is not the same thing as, you know, like in Korea. So like, you now see that disparity between Thai BL and Korean BL, in even in the way they portray, like, you know, some scenes in their movies or in the dramas. It is quite interesting. So if you are one that, you know, has been a fan of Thai BL or BL in general, you should have, you know, noticed this difference between the Korean one and the Thailand one. So, you know, so basically I'm telling you that Korea too, they are doing BL. Yes, because, you know, Korea, even with all their, you know, holy, just like Nigeria, they decided to do BL because it became a very popular genre of, you know, drama to do, and especially among international fans, not necessarily, you know, people in the country that, you know, not necessarily people in that country that are producing it. But in Thailand, that is not the case. Like, they've embraced the culture, they've embraced the people and everything all together. So that is quite, you know, something interesting, that, you know, this disparity between the Korean world and the Thailand world, but, you know, everybody wanting to eat a piece of the, you know, a piece of the cake when it comes to BL. But, you know, the way they portray it is now different from each other. So now, if you are new to the scene and, you know, you feel like, okay, this one that I'm just so hyped about, you know, BL, and you want to check out BL, I have some, you know, recommendations for you to start with as a beginner who is, you know, just joining the club, because this our club is quite an interesting one. So there's the one that is, you know, like for 18 plus. If you are not 18 plus, don't go there. Then there's the one that is for, like, you know, the general masses, because, you know, those ones are kind of watered down in the kind of things that, you know, are displayed. So basically BL is just like any other, you know, genre of drama. It's just that now, you know, like same-sex kind of relationship that is portrayed in those dramas. Yes, I'm very open-minded. That is why I can, you know, embrace, you know, the concept of what BL is, or what the drama is generally about. So basically, let me give you the recommendations. If you are someone that is new to the world of BL, I want to, you know, introduce you to the world of blushing when you are watching every episode of a BL. So the very first one I will introduce you to, I love this one so much because every episode I was dreading the fact that I had to wait every week for a new episode to come out, and that is Cutie Pie.
Yeah.
This love in a photograph. We made these memories.
Cutie Pie was so much interesting. Like, you know, you find yourself blushing with every scene in that, you know, drama. So that is the very first recommendation. The second one being Bad Body. You know, the way Thai BL sometimes, like, the way they are able to portray the, you know, characters in these dramas are quite interesting, and the chemistry they usually have among each other is quite an interesting one, because, you know, even when they are not so much of your maybe explicit scenes, let me not bite my mouth, like explicit scenes in these their dramas, but the chemistry between the actors will make you fall in love with them. So not necessarily about, you know, the scenes that you will need parental guidance for, but just the chemistry between the actors, even though they are both male, or, you know, sometimes both female, but I prefer, you know, the BL one. So the two are male, so the chemistry between these actors are usually quite an interesting, you know, concept. That is what has really got me blushing, not necessarily about the, you know, like you would want, or you might be expecting that it's going to be filled up in the dramas. So I really love Bad Body. The way the movie came together, or the drama came together, was quite an interesting one. Then the other one I really love so much, A Tale of 1,000 Stars. God.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be.
Guys, this drama is so heartwarming. Like, you know, the concept of it, the script, the acting, everything just comes well together. You really love it. Not necessarily about, you know, the 18+ scenes, but the chemistry between the actors is something that you find heartwarming. I would love to watch. So just remove the fact that they are both males, you know, like acting it as, you know, the lead, but just the chemistry and the way they portray each scene is something very, you know, heartwarming, and it will keep you blushing, trust me. So the other one I would love you to watch too is I Promised You the Moon. Oh god, even the names of all these dramas, they are quite, you know, they are quite interesting, that they will keep you blushing, trust me. Then for those that want, you know, the explicit scenes, the 18+ one, this is one that even when, like, people were waiting for this one for a very long time, and when it came, they delivered bass. Even Mr. Sometimes I was always close by, is this what he portrayed in this drama? But anyways, that is Kim Posh. Kim Posh, it took the world of BL by storm. Like, it was such a good drama. The acting, the everything was such a good drama. It's just that sometimes it might feel like, am I really watching a drama right now, or do I need to call my parents to come and tell me of this thing, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just welcoming you to the world of BL basically. But if possible, I would love you to watch the Korean ones as well, because even though they've, you know, done just very few Korean BLs, like, you know, Korean, anything they decide to do, they do it like to perfection. So welcome. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, because, you know, depending on how well this video does, I might, you know, bring you more juicy details. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.